My friends, I once believed that true power came from the perfection of movement. I spent years hardening my fists, conditioning my body, and mastering every technique I could find. I thought that if I could push my physical limits hard enough, I would unlock the ultimate strength. But one night, after pushing my body beyond its breaking point, I discovered something far greater. Something that changed everything I thought I knew about strength, power, and the human potential. It wasn't my muscles or my fists that would take me to the next level. It was my mind. I realized that true mastery doesn't come from endless physical repetitions or perfected techniques. It comes from the ability to control your mind, to break free from the limitations you place on yourself, and to reprogram your thoughts in a way that unleashes unimaginable power. This revelation came from the forbidden mind training of Bruce Lee, a practice so profound and hidden that few understand its true depth. Bruce Lee didn't just revolutionize martial arts, he changed the way we think about breaking limits. And today, I'm going to share this transformative training with you. These aren't just techniques for physical prowess. They are mental strategies that will help you push through every barrier, every doubt, and every fear that's ever held you back. Are you ready to break free from your own limitations, my friend? Let's dive into Bruce Lee's forbidden mind training and unlock the secrets to becoming unstoppable. The forbidden practice of mental reprogramming. One of the most fascinating and powerful aspects of Bruce Lee's mental training was his use of visualization. But this wasn't just any kind of visualization. Bruce Lee didn't limit himself to picturing physical movements or just practicing his punches and kicks. He visualized overcoming mental barriers and visualized himself becoming the best version of himself, both mentally and physically. He would take the time to see himself in his mind's eye performing complex martial arts moves with complete mastery. It wasn't just about imagining the physical execution of a punch or a kick, but rather experiencing every single detail of it in his mind. The fluidity of the movement, the energy, the precision, and the effectiveness. As he mentally rehearsed these moves, he created a feedback loop of perfection where each repetition in his mind would get closer to what he envisioned. This mental rehearsal wasn't just about muscle memory. It was about programming his brain to bypass any physical limitations he had. By repeatedly practicing these moves mentally, he rewired his brain, allowing him to perform them more effortlessly in the real world. Bruce Lee's approach to mental reprogramming extended far beyond his training sessions. It became a way of life. He practiced mental exercises in his everyday activities, using techniques that helped him achieve a deep sense of focus and control over his thoughts and emotions. One of his favorite methods was meditation. He didn't just meditate to clear his mind. He used it as a tool for unlocking his inner potential. Bruce Lee believed in quieting the noise around him, allowing his thoughts to settle so that he could tap into the power of his subconscious mind. He used meditation to reset his brain, recalibrate his focus, and eliminate any mental clutter that could hinder his progress. In this way, meditation served as a mind reset technique that allowed him to approach challenges with a clear and unshakable mindset. This mental reprogramming wasn't just a tool for self-improvement in martial arts. It became a way for Bruce Lee to break through personal limits in all areas of his life. If you often find yourself stuck by self-doubt, fear of failure, or negative thinking, Bruce Lee's method of mental reprogramming can be a game changer. By consistently practicing these techniques, you can slowly start to erase those limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering positive thoughts. Bruce Lee's approach teaches you to see challenges as opportunities, to break free from old mental patterns, and to train your mind to work in alignment with your body's true potential. In doing so, you're not just physically capable, you're mentally unstoppable. The power of mind over matter. Bruce Lee's philosophy of absorb what is useful, discard what is not, is not just a principle for martial arts. It's a powerful mindset for life. He believed that the mind is the ultimate tool for breaking barriers, whether in physical performance or mental achievement. The concept of mind over matter was central to his approach, and it transcended the physical limitations that most people are bound by. For Bruce Lee, the mind was not simply a tool that reacted to external forces, but one that actively shaped and molded reality. Instead of just pushing through pain or exhaustion like many athletes, Lee learned to master his thoughts, creating a mental environment in which he could break through any obstacle. To him, achieving greatness was a matter of conditioning the mind to overcome what others saw as impossible. He trained his mind to stay calm and focused in any situation, even when faced with extreme adversity. This wasn't about ignoring pain or discomfort. It was about retraining the mind to perceive pain as something temporary, something that could be controlled and overcome. Bruce Lee famously said, "If you love life, don't waste time, for time is what life is made up of." This mindset helped him deal with physical challenges while also nurturing his mental resilience. The power of the mind allows us to reframe setbacks as temporary, to see obstacles as opportunities, and to find ways to push past what we once believed was impossible. Bruce Lee's ability to control his thoughts in moments of pressure enabled him to perform extraordinary feats. Mental conditioning became his secret weapon. While many focus only on physical strength, Bruce Lee believed that strength truly comes from mastering the mind. This kind of mental conditioning takes practice, patience, and self-awareness. It involves clearing your mind of distractions, becoming deeply aware of your thoughts, and challenging your own limiting beliefs. Every time you tell yourself something is too hard, your mind will lock you into that belief, making it harder to move forward. But if you train your mind to be flexible, resilient, and strong, your body will follow suit. Applying Bruce Lee's philosophy of mind over matter in your own life can help you break through mental walls and achieve success. It requires practice to quiet the noise in your head, to focus on the task at hand, and to push through moments when self-doubt creeps in. The mind, when properly trained, can elevate your physical and emotional performance to extraordinary levels, unlocking your true potential. Breaking free from the limits of comfort. Bruce Lee's life and training philosophy were rooted in one core belief: true growth happens when you step outside of your comfort zone. His famous quote, "Do not pray for an easy life, pray for the strength to endure a difficult one," speaks volumes about his mentality. He understood that to truly transcend physical and mental limits, one must face the discomfort that comes with pushing past those boundaries. Bruce Lee actively sought discomfort, not as a form of punishment, but as a necessary catalyst for personal growth. In martial arts, as in life, Bruce knew that the comfort zone was a dangerous place because it leads to stagnation. Many people avoid discomfort because it's easier to stick to what feels safe and familiar. But for Bruce Lee, the discomfort of training hard, fighting through exhaustion, and enduring pain was exactly what helped him become stronger, both physically and mentally. He believed that when you challenge yourself, you expose yourself to new experiences that force you to adapt, grow, and become more capable. Whether it was pushing his body to its physical limits through intense workouts or learning new techniques that challenged him, Bruce Lee was always looking for ways to break free from the comfort of complacency. This mindset applies to every area of life. To break free from your own limits, you must start by confronting the discomforts in your life head-on. This could be stepping into a new role at work, taking on a challenging project, or simply facing personal fears or insecurities. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, you strengthen your mental and physical resilience. Bruce Lee didn't wait for growth to come to him. He went out and created it by intentionally seeking out challenges that would help him improve. He understood that growth doesn't happen when everything is easy. It happens when you stretch beyond what you thought you could handle. To apply this philosophy, start by recognizing the areas in your life where you feel most comfortable or stuck. Are there tasks you've been avoiding because they seem too difficult? Is there a dream or goal you've been putting off because it feels overwhelming? Those are the exact areas where you need to embrace discomfort. Start small by taking one step toward the challenge. The more you push past your fears and discomforts, the more you build mental toughness and confidence, which in turn allows you to tackle even bigger obstacles. Bruce Lee didn't just embrace discomfort. He sought it out intentionally, knowing that it was the key to unlocking his true potential. By breaking free from the limits of comfort, you too can grow stronger, more confident, and more capable of achieving whatever you set your mind to. The power of focus and intensity. Bruce Lee's training philosophy was not just about repetition, it was about intensity and focus. He didn't believe in simply going through the motions or practicing something without purpose. For Bruce Lee, the key to mastering any technique, skill, or movement was to practice it with full attention and energy, giving it everything he had. He would focus all his mental and physical resources on a single action, perfecting it until it became second nature. The goal wasn't just to complete a movement or perform a technique. It was to embody that technique with every fiber of his being, aligning both mind and body to achieve perfection. Lee would often say, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." This profound statement captures the essence of his belief in focused mastery. Bruce didn't waste time trying to master a multitude of different techniques at once. Instead, he devoted his energy to fully mastering one move at a time, allowing the intensity of his focus to elevate his performance. By applying deep concentration to every action, whether it was a punch, a kick, or a defensive maneuver, he could perform at a level that seemed impossible to others. The power of intense focus lies in its ability to eliminate distractions and keep your mind zeroed in on the task at hand, ensuring that every movement counts. The same principle applies to anyone looking to break their limits. In today's world, it's easy to get distracted by external factors: social media, work stress, personal life. But true progress happens when you commit to focusing on your goals with intensity. To break through your limits, you must learn to block out distractions and focus on what matters most. Bruce Lee's approach teaches us that anything worth achieving requires sustained, focused effort over time. It's not about how many things you can juggle at once, but how deeply you can concentrate on one thing to perfect it. One way to start cultivating this level of focus is to eliminate multitasking. When you work on something, whether it's a career goal, fitness target, or personal project, give it your full attention. Do away with distractions and pour all your energy into what you are doing. When you dedicate your energy to one task at a time, you increase your ability to master it, just as Bruce Lee did with his training. This intensity will not only improve your performance, but also build mental strength, enabling you to push past challenges with confidence. Bruce Lee's approach to focus and intensity is a reminder that real mastery comes not from doing many things, but from giving your full effort to the few things that truly matter. If you apply this same principle to your life, you will break through limits and become better than you ever thought possible. Bruce Lee's mind training for unshakable confidence. Bruce Lee was not only a master of martial arts, but he was also an embodiment of unshakable confidence. What many people don't realize is that his confidence didn't come from external sources or from the validation of others. It was built from the inside out. His confidence was a direct result of his relentless mental training and the belief that true power comes from within. Bruce understood that to master the world around him, he first had to master his own mind. He didn't seek approval from others or rely on outside influences to define his worth. Instead, he cultivated inner strength by focusing on his mind and aligning it with his goals. At the core of Bruce Lee's unshakable confidence was his belief in self-empowerment. He constantly reminded himself that he was in control of his own destiny. This was a mindset that he practiced daily, even when facing challenges or setbacks. His confidence wasn't about being arrogant or superior to others. It was about having complete trust in his abilities and knowing that with enough dedication and focus, he could accomplish anything. By trusting himself, Bruce Lee created a foundation of resilience that allowed him to remain calm and focused, even in the most challenging situations. One of Bruce Lee's most powerful practices for building confidence was the art of positive self-talk. Every time he faced adversity, he spoke to himself in a way that reinforced his self-belief. Instead of succumbing to negative thoughts or self-doubt, Bruce Lee would remind himself of his abilities and potential. He believed that what you tell yourself becomes your reality, so he used words of empowerment to program his subconscious mind. In moments of fear or uncertainty, Bruce would affirm that he had the strength to overcome any obstacle. This technique is incredibly powerful and can be applied by anyone looking to build self-confidence. Repeating positive affirmations and encouraging words to yourself, especially during difficult times, can have a transformative effect on your mindset. Over time, these affirmations replace the negative self-talk that can hold you back, allowing you to approach challenges with a strong sense of self-assurance. Bruce Lee also understood the importance of visualizing success in order to boost his confidence. He would mentally rehearse his martial arts techniques, as well as the successful outcomes of his battles and performances before they even took place. This practice of mental imagery was a key element in his mind training, as it helped him solidify his belief in his own success. Visualization allowed Bruce to see himself succeeding and performing at his best, which in turn helped him approach each task with confidence. He knew that by picturing success, he was programming his mind to believe it was possible. This not only improved his performance, but also reinforced his unshakable belief in his own abilities. Another critical aspect of Bruce Lee's mental training was his ability to embrace challenges rather than avoid them. Instead of seeing challenges as obstacles, Bruce Lee viewed them as opportunities to prove his strength and build his confidence. He believed that facing and overcoming difficulties was the true path to growth, and each challenge he faced made him stronger. This mindset of embracing adversity is one of the key factors that helped him develop the unshakable confidence that made him a legend. When you see challenges as opportunities rather than threats, you begin to develop the kind of mental toughness that Bruce Lee exemplified. With each challenge you face and overcome, your confidence grows and you build a deeper belief in your own abilities. Bruce Lee's confidence was also deeply tied to his commitment to continuous learning and self-improvement. He never rested on his laurels or allowed himself to feel complacent. He constantly sought to improve his skills, both as a martial artist and as a person. This dedication to self-mastery made him incredibly confident because he knew that no matter what obstacles he faced, he had the tools and abilities to handle them. Bruce Lee didn't believe in perfection. Instead, he believed in constant progress. This mindset of always striving to improve, no matter where you are in your journey, creates a profound sense of confidence. When you know that you're continuously growing and getting better, you're less likely to fear failure or uncertainty because you trust that you will be able to handle whatever comes your way. Bruce Lee's approach to building confidence is a powerful lesson in self-empowerment. By training his mind to believe in his abilities, speaking to himself with positive affirmations, visualizing success, embracing challenges, and committing to constant self-improvement, he cultivated the unshakable confidence that helped him rise to greatness. If you want to break through your own limits and build the kind of confidence that Bruce Lee had, start by rewiring your thoughts. Replace doubt with belief, fear with courage, and hesitation with action. Confidence comes not from being perfect, but from trusting in your ability to handle whatever comes your way, and knowing that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. Bruce Lee's mind training for unshakable confidence. Bruce Lee was not only a master of martial arts, but he was also an embodiment of unshakable confidence. What many people don't realize is that his confidence didn't come from external sources or from the validation of others. It was built from the inside out. His confidence was a direct result of his relentless mental training and the belief that true power comes from within. Bruce understood that to master the world around him, he first had to master his own mind. He didn't seek approval from others or rely on outside influences to define his worth. Instead, he cultivated inner strength by focusing on his mind and aligning it with his goals. At the core of Bruce Lee's unshakable confidence was his belief in self-empowerment. He constantly reminded himself that he was in control of his own destiny. This was a mindset that he practiced daily, even when facing challenges or setbacks. His confidence wasn't about being arrogant or superior to others. It was about having complete trust in his abilities and knowing that with enough dedication and focus, he could accomplish anything. By trusting himself, Bruce Lee created a foundation of resilience that allowed him to remain calm and focused even in the most challenging situations. One of Bruce Lee's most powerful practices for building confidence was the art of positive self-talk. Every time he faced adversity, he spoke to himself in a way that reinforced his self-belief. Instead of succumbing to negative thoughts or self-doubt, Bruce Lee would remind himself of his abilities and potential. He believed that what you tell yourself becomes your reality. So he used words of empowerment to program his subconscious mind. In moments of fear or uncertainty, Bruce would affirm that he had the strength to overcome any obstacle. This technique is incredibly powerful and can be applied by anyone looking to build self-confidence. Repeating positive affirmations and encouraging words to yourself, especially during difficult times, can have a transformative effect on your mindset. Over time, these affirmations replace the negative self-talk that can hold you back, allowing you to approach challenges with a strong sense of self-assurance. Bruce Lee also understood the importance of visualizing success in order to boost his confidence. He would mentally rehearse his martial arts techniques as well as the successful outcomes of his battles and performances before they even took place. This practice of mental imagery was a key element in his mind training, as it helped him solidify his belief in his own success. Visualization allowed Bruce to see himself succeeding and performing at his best, which in turn helped him approach each task with confidence. He knew that by picturing success, he was programming his mind to believe it was possible. This not only improved his performance, but also reinforced his unshakable belief in his own abilities. Another critical aspect of Bruce Lee's mental training was his ability to embrace challenges rather than avoid them. Instead of seeing challenges as obstacles, Bruce Lee viewed them as opportunities to prove his strength and build his confidence. He believed that facing and overcoming difficulties was the true path to growth, and each challenge he faced made him stronger. This mindset of embracing adversity is one of the key factors that helped him develop the unshakable confidence that made him a legend. When you see challenges as opportunities rather than threats, you begin to develop the kind of mental toughness that Bruce Lee exemplified. With each challenge you face and overcome, your confidence grows, and you build a deeper belief in your own abilities. Bruce Lee's confidence was also deeply tied to his commitment to continuous learning and self-improvement. He never rested on his laurels or allowed himself to feel complacent. He constantly sought to improve his skills, both as a martial artist and as a person. This dedication to self-mastery made him incredibly confident, because he knew that no matter what obstacles he faced, he had the tools and abilities to handle them. Bruce Lee didn't believe in perfection. Instead, he believed in constant progress. This mindset of always striving to improve, no matter where you are in your journey, creates a profound sense of confidence. When you know that you're continuously growing and getting better, you're less likely to fear failure or uncertainty, because you trust that you will be able to handle whatever comes your way. Bruce Lee's approach to building confidence is a powerful lesson in self-empowerment. By training his mind to believe in his abilities, speaking to himself with positive affirmations, visualizing success, embracing challenges, and committing to constant self-improvement, he cultivated the unshakable confidence that helped him rise to greatness. If you want to break through your own limits and build the kind of confidence that Bruce Lee had, start by rewiring your thoughts. Replace doubt with belief, fear with courage, and hesitation with action. Confidence comes not from being perfect, but from trusting in your ability to handle whatever comes your way and knowing that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. Unplug to reconnect with yourself. In the fast-paced world we live in today, it's easy to feel disconnected from ourselves. We are constantly bombarded with notifications, emails, social media updates, and the demands of everyday life, making it increasingly difficult to find moments of peace and reflection. Bruce Lee, however, understood the importance of disconnecting from the noise around him in order to reconnect with his inner self. One of the most powerful aspects of his mental training was his ability to unplug from external distractions and focus inward, allowing him to cultivate clarity, peace, and a deeper understanding of himself. Bruce Lee's approach to unplugging was not just about taking a break from technology. It was about creating moments of solitude and introspection where he could reconnect with his true purpose, goals, and inner peace. For Lee, this wasn't just a luxury. It was an essential part of his mental training and personal development. Without regular periods of stillness and self-reflection, he believed it would be impossible to tap into your full potential. He understood that to grow, evolve, and break through your limits, you must first disconnect from the outside world long enough to truly understand what's going on inside your mind and body. Bruce Lee often practiced meditation as a way of achieving this disconnection. Through meditation, he would clear his mind of the clutter and distractions that often cloud our thoughts. This allowed him to enter a state of mental clarity, where he could reconnect with his deeper sense of purpose. Meditation was his way of getting in touch with his own thoughts, emotions, and desires without the interference of external stimuli. It gave him the space to reset his mind, align himself with his goals, and discover what truly mattered. This practice of stillness helped him maintain emotional balance and avoid being overwhelmed by external pressures. In today's world, unplugging has become more important than ever. We live in a time where technology is constantly pulling our attention in every direction. The average person spends hours each day on their phones, checking emails, scrolling through social media, or responding to messages. While technology can be useful, it often becomes an addiction that distracts us from the present moment and diminishes our ability to connect with our true selves. Bruce Lee's teachings remind us of the importance of creating space for ourselves in the midst of all the chaos. Whether it's through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in silence, it's essential to carve out time where we can step away from the noise and reflect on our own thoughts and feelings. Taking time to unplug allows you to reconnect with your true essence, the part of you that isn't influenced by the opinions of others, the pressures of daily life, or the distractions of the digital world. In this space, you can tap into your inner wisdom and gain clarity about who you are and what you truly want. When you reconnect with yourself, you begin to understand your strengths and weaknesses more clearly, which in turn helps you break through your limitations and move towards your goals with confidence and purpose. Unplugging is also crucial for cultivating a sense of gratitude and presence in your life. Bruce Lee believed in living fully in the present moment, a concept he called being in the now. By unplugging from the constant stream of information and distractions, you allow yourself to truly experience and appreciate each moment. This sense of presence can help reduce stress and anxiety as it allows you to focus on what's happening around you, rather than worrying about what's next. It also helps you develop a deeper sense of connection with yourself, others, and the world around you. In a world that demands so much of our attention, taking time to unplug isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. It's through these moments of disconnection that we find the space to reconnect with our purpose, our values, and our potential. Bruce Lee's ability to unplug, center himself, and tune into his own mind and body played a significant role in his success, both as a martial artist and as a person. By incorporating these practices into your own life, you can gain the mental clarity and focus needed to break through your limits and unlock your full potential. Master the art of grateful presence in every interaction. One of the most powerful aspects of Bruce Lee's philosophy was his belief in being fully present in every moment. He didn't just go through the motions of daily life or interact with people out of habit. Instead, he approached every encounter with deep awareness, attention, and gratitude. This concept of being gratefully present wasn't just about expressing thanks or being polite. It was about truly engaging with the world and the people around him, with an open heart and mind, and with a sense of appreciation for the experiences unfolding before him. This practice of grateful presence transformed how he connected with others and with himself. And it is a powerful practice that can help anyone break through their limits and lead a more fulfilling life. For Bruce Lee, grateful presence meant that he was fully engaged with whatever he was doing or whoever he was with. When he trained, he was not distracted by thoughts of the past or future. He was completely in the moment, giving his full attention to his movements and his purpose. Whether he was practicing martial arts, engaging in a conversation, or simply observing the world around him, Bruce Lee was always focused on what was right in front of him. This intense focus allowed him to connect with his environment and others on a deeper level, creating a sense of clarity and purpose in everything he did. Being present also allowed Bruce Lee to embrace each moment with gratitude. He didn't take his life, his training, or his relationships for granted. Instead, he saw every opportunity as a gift. This sense of gratitude was not just about saying thank you, but about truly appreciating the value of the present moment and the people involved. When we show gratitude, we shift our focus from what's lacking to what's abundant, which allows us to feel more connected to ourselves, others, and the world around us. Bruce Lee's practice of grateful presence helped him navigate life's challenges with a positive mindset, and it allowed him to maintain inner peace even during difficult moments. Grateful presence also extends to how we interact with others. Bruce Lee believed that every interaction with another person was an opportunity to grow and learn. He was known for his deep respect for those around him, whether they were fellow martial artists, students, or even competitors. By giving others his full attention and engaging with them from a place of gratitude and respect, he was able to create meaningful connections that went beyond surface-level encounters. He understood that every person has something valuable to offer, and by practicing gratitude in our interactions, we can build stronger relationships, improve communication, and cultivate a sense of community. In our own lives, we can adopt Bruce Lee's practice of grateful presence by intentionally bringing our full attention to each moment and interaction. When speaking with others, rather than thinking about what we're going to say next or being distracted by our phones or external worries, we can focus entirely on the person in front of us. We can listen deeply, appreciate their thoughts and feelings, and express gratitude for their presence in our lives. By doing so, we not only strengthen our relationships, but also enhance our ability to connect on a deeper, more meaningful level. In addition, mastering the art of grateful presence helps us develop greater emotional intelligence. When we are present and grateful, we become more attuned to our own emotions, as well as the emotions of those around us. This awareness allows us to respond more thoughtfully and empathetically to challenges and conflicts, instead of reacting impulsively or negatively. When we face difficult situations, we can practice grateful presence by pausing, reflecting on the lesson the situation offers, and approaching it with a sense of calm and gratitude for the opportunity to grow. Bruce Lee's commitment to living with grateful presence allowed him to not only break his own physical and mental limits, but also to foster deeper connections with the people he encountered. In a world that often pulls our attention in multiple directions, it's easy to lose sight of the power of being fully present. But when we can master the art of grateful presence, giving our full attention to the moment, appreciating what we have, and embracing the people around us, we can transform our lives. This practice allows us to break through limitations in our personal and professional lives, helping us stay grounded, focused, and resilient, no matter what challenges we may face. By cultivating the mindset of grateful presence in every interaction, you open the door to greater personal growth, stronger relationships, and a deeper connection to the world around you. Just as Bruce Lee's philosophy helped him transcend limitations and become a legend, it can help you live a life that is more meaningful, more connected, and ultimately, more fulfilling. Reprogram your mind with calm codes. One of the most powerful tools in Bruce Lee's mental training was his ability to reprogram his mind through the use of what could be described as calm codes. These mental codes or affirmations were designed to help him maintain control over his emotions, stay centered in the heat of the moment, and overcome stress or adversity. By creating specific mental commands that aligned with his goals and values, Bruce Lee was able to cultivate a sense of calmness and clarity no matter what external chaos was happening around him. These calm codes were Bruce Lee's way of intentionally reprogramming his mind, ensuring that his thoughts, emotions, and responses were in harmony with his true potential. In Bruce Lee's world of martial arts, where quick decisions and rapid responses are critical, maintaining a calm and clear mind was essential. In moments of pressure, confusion, or danger, many people are often overwhelmed by their emotions, whether it's fear, anger, or frustration. However, Bruce Lee understood that emotional responses, while natural, could cloud one's judgment and prevent optimal performance. This is where his use of calm codes came into play. These were simple, yet profound mental statements or mantras that he would repeat to himself to maintain a sense of emotional control. For example, in times of stress or intense training, he might silently remind himself to stay calm, stay focused, or in stillness, strength is found. These calm codes worked by interrupting the mental patterns that lead to stress, anxiety, or panic. Instead of spiraling into negative thoughts or becoming reactive, Bruce Lee trained his mind to stop in its tracks and focus on these affirmations that reinforced a sense of calmness and control. By regularly practicing this mental reset, Bruce Lee was able to build a mental fortress that could withstand pressure from any external source. His calm codes became an anchor, something he could rely on in moments of uncertainty or challenge, allowing him to think clearly and respond decisively. This concept of calm codes is something we can all implement in our own lives. In a world filled with distractions, challenges, and stresses, it's easy to feel overwhelmed or lose control of our emotions. However, just as Bruce Lee used mental programming to remain calm in the face of adversity, we can use similar techniques to reprogram our minds and maintain a sense of inner peace. The key is to create simple, empowering statements that resonate with your personal values and goals. These can be affirmations such as, "I am in control of my thoughts," "I choose peace over stress," or, "With every breath, I feel calm and centered." By repeating these affirmations regularly, especially when you're feeling stressed, anxious, or out of control, you begin to rewire your brain to respond in a more measured and calm way. Calm codes act as a mental shortcut that you can call upon in difficult moments, helping you regain control of your emotions and thoughts. Over time, these affirmations can become a natural part of your mental toolkit, allowing you to face life's challenges with greater emotional intelligence and clarity. Bruce Lee also believed in the power of breathing techniques as a way to maintain calmness in high-stress situations. He would often practice deep, focused breathing as a way to calm his mind and body. Breathing deeply and intentionally has been scientifically shown to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which counteracts the body's natural fight-or-flight response. In essence, deep breathing is another form of a calm code, as it signals to the body and mind that it is safe to relax and focus. By pairing deep breathing with his mental affirmations, Bruce Lee created a powerful mental and physical response that helped him stay calm, focused, and in control. Integrating calm codes into your own life can be a game changer when it comes to managing stress and achieving mental clarity. Whether it's in the workplace, in social situations, or during moments of personal challenge, having a set of mental commands to rely on can drastically improve your ability to stay grounded and focused. The beauty of calm codes is their simplicity. They are not complicated, nor do they require extensive practice. All it takes is a commitment to using them when you need them most. Over time, these calm codes can become deeply ingrained in your subconscious, shifting your overall mindset from one of reaction and chaos to one of calm, clarity, and intentionality. When you feel the weight of the world bearing down on you, or when faced with obstacles that threaten to knock you off course, your calm codes will serve as a powerful reminder that you have the ability to stay centered and find peace within the storm. Bruce Lee's success wasn't just a result of his physical training, it was a result of his mental discipline and his mastery over his emotions. By reprogramming his mind with calm codes, he was able to respond to challenges with grace, poise, and unshakable confidence. By adopting this same practice in your own life, you can break through your limits, enhance your emotional resilience, and face the challenges of life with a calm and focused mind, just as Bruce Lee did. Reprogram your mind with calm codes. One of the most powerful mental tools Bruce Lee used to enhance his performance and manage life's challenges was his use of calm codes, mental affirmations, and self-imposed directives designed to reprogram his mind for peace, clarity, and emotional control. These calm codes were not just mantras or generic positive thinking practices. They were personalized mental strategies that Lee used to shift his state of mind from stress, anger, or frustration into calmness, focus, and resilience. By embedding these codes into his daily practice, Bruce Lee created a mental framework that allowed him to maintain control in high-pressure situations, from martial arts matches to personal challenges. At the core of this practice was the idea that the mind could be trained to handle stress, uncertainty, and anxiety in a productive way. In moments of extreme physical exertion or when faced with emotional strain, many people would falter, either losing focus or reacting negatively to the stressor. But Bruce Lee, through the use of his calm codes, had the ability to stay centered. These simple yet powerful affirmations allowed him to quickly interrupt negative thought cycles and replace them with a calm, composed mindset. For instance, Bruce Lee would repeat phrases like, "Stay calm, remain focused," or "In stillness, strength is found," to remind himself that in the most challenging moments, control over one's mind was the key to success. The concept of mental reprogramming through calm codes is vital in breaking through personal limits because it takes our automatic, reactive thinking and shifts it into a more intentional, deliberate approach. When we face moments of fear, doubt, or overwhelming emotions, our mind often defaults to negative or panic-driven responses. These reactions may manifest as self-doubt, anger, or feelings of helplessness, leading to a cascade of stress. However, by using calm codes, you are proactively choosing a response that aligns with your higher self, one that is calm, clear, and measured. Bruce Lee believed that the way we think and perceive challenges plays a crucial role in our ability to navigate them. He did not see difficulties as obstacles, but as opportunities to refine his skills and enhance his strength. The calm codes acted as a mental tool to shift his perspective, focusing his energy on solutions and calm, rather than letting emotions dictate his response. It was about training the mind to stay positive and grounded, regardless of external chaos. For anyone seeking to break their own limits, reprogramming your mind with calm codes can be an invaluable practice. It begins with creating affirmations that resonate deeply with your personal challenges, goals, and values. These could be simple statements like, "I am in control of my thoughts and emotions." "I choose peace over fear." "With every breath, I feel calm and centered." "I am capable of overcoming any obstacle with strength and grace." What makes these calm codes effective is the repetition and intentionality behind them. Over time, by regularly repeating these phrases, especially during moments of stress or when faced with difficult situations, your brain starts to rewire itself. Instead of defaulting to reactive emotions or anxiety, you begin to condition your mind to return to a place of balance and focus. It's a gradual but powerful shift toward emotional mastery. Bruce Lee's use of calm codes was not a one-time practice. It was a constant, consistent reinforcement of mental discipline. He integrated these codes into his martial arts training, his daily life, and even his personal philosophy. By doing so, he reinforced a core belief that calmness is power. This approach allows individuals to make decisions more wisely, perform better under pressure, and approach life with a sense of inner peace, qualities that are essential in breaking through limits and achieving greatness. Another essential aspect of this mental reprogramming is breathing. Bruce Lee often paired his calm codes with focused, deep breathing exercises, which helped regulate his body's physiological response to stress. By controlling his breath, Lee could not only calm his mind, but also reduce the physical symptoms of anxiety, such as increased heart rate and muscle tension. Breathing deeply activates the body's parasympathetic nervous system, which helps restore a state of relaxation and focus. Paired with mental affirmations, this practice becomes a powerful way to reset your emotional state and maintain a sense of calm control. Incorporating calm codes into your daily routine can start with small steps. Begin by identifying the moments that trigger stress or anxiety in your life. Whether it's a challenging task at work, a tough workout, or difficult personal situations, those are the moments where you need calm codes the most. Pause, take a deep breath, and recite your calm code. Remind yourself that you have the ability to stay calm, focused, and composed no matter the external circumstances. Bruce Lee's success wasn't just built on his physical skill, but also on his mental training. His ability to remain unshaken, calm, and composed in high-pressure situations was a result of consistent mental preparation using tools like calm codes. If you want to break through your own limits, whether in martial arts, career, or personal growth, you must train your mind to become your greatest ally. Reprogramming your thoughts through calm codes can help you develop mental resilience, emotional intelligence, and the ability to remain unshakable in the face of adversity. By committing to the practice of calm codes, you will not only enhance your mental strength, but you will also gain the peace and focus needed to push past your limits, overcome challenges, and live a life that aligns with your highest potential. Unplug to reconnect with yourself. In a world filled with distractions, constant notifications, and the overwhelming pressures of daily life, it's easy to lose touch with ourselves. We often get caught up in the noise, whether it's the rush of work deadlines, the need to be constantly connected on social media, or the demands of personal relationships. However, one of the most profound practices Bruce Lee incorporated into his life was his ability to unplug from the outside world and reconnect with his inner self. This practice wasn't about avoiding life or isolating himself. It was about finding moments of stillness and clarity that allowed him to listen to his own mind and body and align himself with his true purpose. By unplugging from the distractions around him, Bruce Lee was able to create a space for growth, clarity, and emotional balance, enabling him to reach new heights in his training and life. Bruce Lee understood that to fully express his potential, he needed time to reset and regain focus. His rigorous training and daily routines demanded immense physical and mental energy, and he knew that the only way to continue pushing beyond his limits was to intentionally take breaks from the outside world. For him, this wasn't just about physical rest. It was about mental rejuvenation. Just as a muscle needs time to recover after a workout, the mind needs time to recharge and refocus. Without this time of reconnection, Bruce Lee believed it would be impossible to break free from the limits imposed by stress, burnout, and mental exhaustion. This practice of unplugging was not just about turning off the phone or stepping away from technology. It was about creating space for self-reflection and deep thought. For Bruce Lee, this often meant meditating, engaging in quiet reflection, or spending time in nature. He would allow his mind to wander, to reset itself, and to reconnect with his inner voice, the part of him that was clear, focused, and unshaken by external chaos. This time of solitude helped him to rediscover his purpose, reset his mental focus, and align his actions with his goals. In today's world, the need to unplug is perhaps more crucial than ever. With the constant onslaught of information and the pressure to remain constantly on in both our personal and professional lives, it's easy to lose sight of what's truly important. Unplugging doesn't just mean cutting off external sources of information. It's about cultivating a state of awareness and presence that helps you reconnect with your own thoughts, emotions, and desires. It's about creating quiet moments in your life where you can process your feelings, refocus your mind, and regain a sense of balance. This practice allows you to step away from the external world, so you can return to it more refreshed, grounded, and intentional. Bruce Lee's method of unplugging wasn't just about taking a break from the world. It was about actively choosing to reset and reconnect with his highest potential. By spending time alone and reflecting on his training, his life, and his philosophy, he ensured that his actions were always in alignment with his true purpose. He understood that when you are constantly distracted by the noise of life, it's difficult to hear your own inner wisdom. And without listening to that inner voice, it becomes much harder to break free from the limits we place on ourselves. In practical terms, unplugging can take many forms. For Bruce Lee, it was often about carving out time for solitude, whether through meditation, quiet reflection, or physical training that allowed him to clear his mind and reconnect with his physical and mental state. In today's context, unplugging might involve digital detoxes, taking breaks from social media, or turning off your phone for a few hours each day. But unplugging can also involve simple practices like going for a walk in nature, journaling, or engaging in creative activities that don't require external validation. The goal is to create space in your life where you can focus inward and rediscover your inner peace. When you unplug, you also give yourself the opportunity to reassess your goals, realign your priorities, and refocus your energy. This isn't just about resting from the external demands of life. It's about resetting your internal compass and ensuring that you are moving in the direction that aligns with your highest values. When you take the time to unplug and reconnect with your true self, you're able to approach life's challenges from a place of clarity and purpose, helping you break through your limits with greater strength and intention. Another powerful aspect of unplugging is that it allows you to practice being present. Bruce Lee believed deeply in the power of living in the moment, being fully immersed in the present experience without worrying about the past or future. When you unplug from the noise and distractions of daily life, you create the opportunity to be present with yourself and those around you. In each interaction, you can be fully engaged, giving your undivided attention to the moment, without being distracted by external pressures. This presence allows you to approach life with a sense of mindful focus, helping you break through your limits by enhancing your relationships, increasing your productivity, and reducing stress. By unplugging, you allow yourself the space to tap into your true potential. Bruce Lee's wisdom teaches us that taking time to disconnect from the world is not a sign of weakness or avoidance. It's a practice of self-care, self-awareness, and growth. It's through this intentional disconnect that we can reconnect with our essence, regain our energy, and refocus our minds so that we can tackle life's challenges with renewed vigor. Unplugging is not just about rest. It's about allowing ourselves the time and space to evolve, break through our limits, and live a more centered, fulfilling life. Master the art of grateful presence in every interaction. Bruce Lee's philosophy wasn't just about physical prowess or the development of technical skill. It was also deeply rooted in how he engaged with the world and the people around him. One of his most profound practices was what we can call the art of grateful presence, a state of being fully engaged, aware, and thankful in every interaction. Whether it was with a training partner, a friend, or even a stranger, Bruce Lee understood that the quality of his interactions greatly influenced his personal growth and emotional well-being. Grateful presence means being wholly in the moment, deeply appreciating the people you're interacting with, and recognizing the value that each person, each moment, brings to your life. For Bruce Lee, this wasn't just about politeness or social convention. It was about genuine mindfulness and appreciation. When Bruce engaged with others, he was not distracted by his own thoughts, concerns, or external pressures. Instead, he focused entirely on the person in front of him, listening intently, being present in the conversation, and acknowledging the unique contributions that individual had to offer. This approach not only helped him form meaningful relationships, but also provided him with valuable lessons and insights from those around him. Mastering the art of grateful presence, as Bruce Lee did, requires a shift in mindset, moving from autopilot interactions to truly appreciating the people and moments that make up our daily lives. It means actively choosing to be present in each conversation, in every meeting, and in every task, no matter how big or small. When we are gratefully present, we stop rushing through life, checking off tasks, or multitasking. And instead, we immerse ourselves fully in the moment. This kind of presence allows us to experience life with a richer, deeper sense of satisfaction, as we truly value the interactions we have and the lessons they bring. Bruce Lee also recognized that every person, regardless of their background or expertise, could offer a lesson. This is where the true power of grateful presence comes in. He wasn't simply going through the motions of conversation or exchanging pleasantries. He actively engaged with others, seeking wisdom in every interaction. Whether it was from his mentor, a fellow martial artist, or even someone outside his field, he saw the opportunity for growth in every person he encountered. By practicing grateful presence, you open yourself up to the idea that everyone has something valuable to teach you, and that each interaction is a chance to learn and grow. This principle also connects to Bruce Lee's idea of respect. Being gratefully present in any interaction is, in many ways, a form of deep respect. It shows that you value the person in front of you, their thoughts, their time, and their presence. It's easy to get caught up in distractions or to half listen to someone while you're thinking about what you need to do next. But Bruce Lee's practice of grateful presence involved fully giving his attention to the person he was with, showing them the respect of being present in the moment, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. In our fast-paced world, many of us may find ourselves rushing through conversations, distracted by technology, or thinking about what's next on our to-do list. But grateful presence invites us to slow down and appreciate what's right in front of us. It's about giving our full attention to others, listening with empathy, and being mindful of the impact our interactions have on both us and those we engage with. By practicing this, we not only enhance our relationships, but also create a deeper connection to the world and the people around us. When we practice grateful presence, we build emotional intelligence. Bruce Lee's interactions with others were not just about learning techniques or philosophies. They were about learning to understand people on a deeper level. By being present and truly listening, we develop the ability to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. We become more attuned to the emotions of those around us, allowing us to navigate complex social situations with grace and understanding. This heightened emotional intelligence makes us more resilient, empathetic, and better able to break through our limits in both personal and professional contexts. Grateful presence also extends to appreciation for the present moment, rather than constantly worrying about the past or future. Bruce Lee often emphasized that to truly experience life, one must be fully engaged in the here and now, not bogged down by what happened before or what's coming next. In practicing grateful presence, you learn to appreciate each moment for what it is, whether it's a moment of joy, a challenge to overcome, or simply the mundane tasks of everyday life. In this way, every moment becomes an opportunity to connect with yourself, others, and the world around you in a meaningful way. To apply this practice in your own life, start by becoming more intentional with your interactions. When speaking to someone, put away your phone, stop thinking about other things, and give them your full attention. Ask questions that show genuine interest in their thoughts and feelings, and actively listen to what they have to say. Show your appreciation for the moment and the opportunity to connect, whether it's with a colleague, a friend, or a family member. In doing so, you will deepen your relationships, gain valuable insights, and enhance your emotional well-being. Bruce Lee's commitment to grateful presence teaches us that when we are present and engaged, we become more connected to our own purpose and the people around us. By valuing each interaction, we unlock the power of true connection, respect, and growth. Practicing grateful presence can help you break through personal limitations, transform your relationships, and cultivate a sense of peace, joy, and fulfillment in everything you do. Bruce Lee's approach to breaking limits wasn't just about physical strength. It was about mastering the mind, embracing discomfort, and cultivating a deep sense of presence and gratitude in every moment. Through practices like visualization, mental reprogramming, and unplugging to reconnect with himself, he transformed challenges into opportunities for growth. By applying these principles, we can all break through our own limits, build unshakable confidence, and live with greater clarity, purpose, and fulfillment. Embrace the journey, stay present, and remember, true strength comes from within,